Composition in American colleges before 1900. The demise of rhetoric. American colleges and the German influence. The birth of the American University and Harvard's influence. The birth of freshman composition and the decline of the Boylston Chair. American colleges. Early 19th century, rhetoric before 1800 to about the mid-1800s was usually for the wealthy and the upper social classes. There was no hierarchy in the American colleges up to this point. Courses for the saved and the not yet saved. It was based on the classical tradition with no specialization. It also served for three professions: doctors, lawyers, and ministers. Scottish common sense realism was made up of two main components: the spiritual and the material. The spiritual was the most important realm, and it had to do with the faculties to perceive spiritual truths, mainly Protestant truths, individual conscience between man and his maker, and the material was no external influences. The German influence. The German influence started after 1850. It completely was a research-oriented program, postgraduate leading to a philosophy doctor or PhD. It was based on empirical scientific research. And as early as the 1800s, Germany was attracting American students because they offered these PhDs. The German PhDs that were returning were all in the natural and applied sciences. They also came back to reform the American colleges and created what is now known as the American universities, mainly research-based. And these all began to distribute their PhDs in the United States for the first time at Yale in 1861. At this point, there are no PhDs in rhetoric or composition. All of the prominent figures teaching rhetoric at this time do not hold such a prestigious title. The Boylston Chair was bequeathed to Harvard by Nicholas Boylston in 1771, and it was intended as a professorship of rhetoric and oratory, which Harvard failed to. John Quincy Adams seems to have been the only Boylston Chair appointee to have intended the chair as a professorship for rhetoric and oratory. All the others seem to have forgotten the purpose of the chair. And as seen here from 1809 to 1870 something, the purpose of the chair was boiled down to poetry and nothing more.